Hi all, welcome to Technical RPA. So this video we are going to see the limitation of the blue prism and some of the process related blue prism Q&A. So we all know how to run BP process, but some of us we may doesn't know how to run the BP process from command prompt. So sometimes in deployment or else sometimes BP cannot respond during the running from studio. In that time we may use from command prompt. So when you run from command prompt, you have to make sure you have to use the same command with process name and your username and password authentication. So it will run directly and it will take from your BP process and it will run on it. So automate C and run is the command, and this is the path you have to use. Once the path has been added, then machine name and your name and your password. So if you want to run from active directory to the command prompt, you can use that command. See, sometimes there is some requirements to attach more than one instance to the desktop application. So it is possible, yes, we can, but if you want to attach more than one instance in the same resource, in that time you have to distinguish from each in some other way, which means name, window title, or attributes. This kind of distinguish you have to be given properly before moving to attach more than one instance. So sometimes Putty is the application which has been used in Unix. So sometimes it is required to run Unix Putty. So is it possible to automate Putty? Yes, it's possible. We can automate Blue Prism in Putty application. When we run our process from control room, it is throwing failed to perform navigate launch application already launch error. Sometimes it may run error when running from control room, but it will not come along when you run from sorry your desktop in running process studio. So how to avoid this? This is most of the BP developers will face this issue. So how to avoid this? You can add logic. So before launching the application, check any process with name I explore is running. So you can check through process VBO. So this VBO visual business object will take all the process. So you can check if it is running or not. If yes, then kill the process using your utility environment kill process. Utility environment visual business object, you can use kill command. then again launch the application. In that case, you can avoid this type of things. Any web applications launching, before launching any web application, you have to check the explore is running or no explore process. This is the common methodology we can use in Blue Prism. So maybe when you are using from your desktop, it will not happen, but when you are moving into code into production or some other environment deployment, it may come along with issue. So you have to make sure you use your utility environment to kill the process before you're launching on it. So when we automate Blue Prism with Oracle Java, most of the time it will run slowness. So in this situation, how we can uh, avoid this slowness, or else how we can manage our Blue Prism Studio with the proper handling. So first thing is, if you have opening with multiple windows in Java, you have to minimize all except one that you want to interact with. I will suggest close all. You have to Java. When we talk about Java, so Oracle Java, we see multiple pages, sorry, next multiple screens are in the same name. So you can't identify your screen has been moved from one page to another page in the application. We doesn't know. So in that case, you have to identify the main thing is, suppose page one, suppose your screen one has one window name. Suppose you're going with um, banking sector. Think about, assume that. So your first page is funds transfer. So you got it. So you have to extract the data funds transfer. Second is transaction successfully. So you have to capture on it, or transaction failed. You have to capture on it. So you in web application we can identify easily, but in Java application every page or window title also same. So that is the main problem in some of the Java applications. So you have to capture the particular word which always be static. So during that you can get the window title, you can make up on it. This is the one thing, or else you have to open only one time, the one other has to be closed. So this type of things will reduce the amount of elements Blueprint has to read and match your element. So try manually minimizing first, then you can automate this via the navigate stage, do action with toggle minimize. Okay. How to read email content and storing values in data items and moving further process. So here we are seeing all the questions as some of the tricky questions. So most of the technically strong leads will ask this question only. So you have to make sure each and every point of the blue prism has very important in the email. So when we talk about email, we first we may have to understand the email. All the email configurations may come under the map IEX business object. So under the map IEX, we have used action list mails within daytimes action. Then you have to specify minimum date and time and maximum date time in the action. So the things are very easy when you are sending and receiving and setting times using map IEX. objects, especially in date and time. List mails within daytime's action you can use on it. Here we can see what are the limitation of the blue prism. The first limitation is, so when you are sending email from blue prism is limited to plain text only. You can't send email with your HTML format or uh, some other image format like that. Sending email only limited to plain text only. It's unable to interrupt HTML tags, and this leads robot to incapability of sending tabulated email through MapEx. MapEx will not allow to send you with HTML tags, so it will not allow you. So whatever the inside the HTML, it won't allow. So what is the alternate? You may have to create Outlook object to overcome above mentioned problem. User can also use existing object with the process specific requirements. Outlook new email page must be open using command line parameter rather than click a new email button on Outlook home screen. So in that case, what we will do is, suppose I want to send HTML with um, HTML tag or images through email. That time we are practicing as directly we are opening into outlook.exe. Once your email has been opened, so uh, you have to extract your new email. So once inside the new email, you can copy and paste whatever the contents you have without using map.ex. Then you can send your you can attach your file, and you can trigger whatever the emails you want to send with the email IDs. So you can create this format, store on it to the particular location, and send it to, if you want to send op already outlook.exe will be opened, then you can easily s- use send command to send the particular format using email. So if you want to tell exactly, so I had already the format of the email. Simply I open the template, attaching the template, and I'm sending on it. That's all. Or else you can use the new email page command as well. So the another one limitation is, you can see, right? Robot cannot differentiate between two windows running from same process. So if you have two windows, same process, so robot may be unclear about the target window if more than one window were running from the same process. So in that case, what what we have to do? We have to disable before running the process, or else you have to be make sure the specific titles has to be passed away. Yes, this is the main thing. See, your robo is running properly, but your Windows sleep mode is active. So usually what we will do is, we are extended Windows sleep mode to never. Maybe your settings are VDI. If you set this sleep mode to never, then probably your video will not disconnect or your settings will not disconnect. So in the same time, your process will be stopped after machine goes into sleep mode. If you want to send the screenshot, then it will send only the blank screenshot or else black screenshot. So you can't identify how, where it was happened, when it was happened. So in that case, you has to be make sure you have to use the region mode and global center restricted to work on active window only. Yeah, if you forgot to do it, then your bot will send every screenshot, but not moving to further process. So you have to change the power setting to never go to sleep mode, or some other scripts can be running to send special key, caps lock, scroll key, etc. Yeah, you have to do it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching this. We can see more topics in next video.